together. Om Ajaya Namaha, Om Avyayaya Namaha, Om Avinashine Namaha, Om Achintyaya Namaha, Om Aprameyaya Namaha, Om Advitiyaya Namaha, Om Aniketaya Namaha, Om Anushasana Priyaya Namaha, Om Antasakshine Namaha, Om Antaryamine Namaha, Om Anandaya Namaha, Om Atmaswarupaya Namaha, Om Anglabhasha Viduttamaya Namaha, Om Ishwaraya Namaha, Om Udara Hridayaya Namaha, Om Sahavardhakaya Namaha, Om Ekasmai Namaha, Om Omkaravide Namaha, Om Karunasagaraya Namaha, Om Karmaparayana Namaha, Om Kalatitaya Namaha, Om Kaivalyaswarupaya Namaha, Om Kritatmane Namaha, Om Kritakrityaya Namaha, Om Gita Jnana Yajna Pracharakaya Namaha, Om Gurave Namaha, Om Gunatitaya Namaha, Om Grantakrite Namaha, Om Chinmayaya Namaha, Om Chinna Samshayaya Namaha, Om Jagadatmane Namaha, Om Jagat Sakshine Namaha, Om Janapriyaya Namaha, Om Jitendriyaya Namaha, Om Jiva Brahmaikyavide Namaha, Om Jivan Muktaya Namaha, Om Jirna Mandirodharakaya Namaha, Om Tapovana Shishyaya Namaha, Om Tapasvini Namaha, Om Tapanashanaya Namaha, Om Tirthaswarupaya Namaha, Om Tejasvini Namaha, Om Dehatitaya Namaha, Om Dvandvatitaya Namaha, Om Dridhanishchayaya Namaha, Om Dharma Samstapakaya Namaha, Om Dhimate Namaha, Om Dhiraya Namaha, Om Dhairya Pradaya Namaha, Om Narayanaya Namaha, Om Nijanandaya Namaha, Om Nirapekshaya Namaha, Om Nisprahaya Namaha, Om Nirupamaya Namaha, Om Nirvikalpaya Namaha, Om Nityaya Namaha, Om Niranjanaya Namaha, Om Paramaya Namaha, Om Para-Brahmane Namaha, Om Pavanaya Namaha, Om Pavakaya Namaha, Om Purushottamaya Namaha, Om Prasannatmane Namaha, Om Balasaktirahitaya Namaha, Om Bahubhaktaya Namaha, Om Bandhamochakaya Namaha, Om Brahmanishtaya Namaha, Om Brahmaparaya Namaha, Om Vayanashanaya Namaha, Om Bharata Gauravaya Namaha, Om Bhumne Namaha, Om Mahavakyopadeshakaya Namaha, Murushaye Namaha. Om Madhura Swabhavaya Namaha. Om Manoharaya Namaha. Om Mahatmane Namaha. Om Medavine Namaha. Om Yadatmane Namaha. Om Yajnakrite Namaha. Om Loka Prasiddhaya Namaha. Om Vakmine Namaha. Om Vibhave Namaha. Om Vinoda Priyaya Namaha. Om Vinayashilaya Namaha. Om Vitaragaya Namaha. Om Vedanta Vedyaya Namaha. Om Shantaya Namaha. Om Shanti Pradaya Namaha. Om Shastrodharakaya Namaha. Om Shuddha Sattvaya Namaha. Om Shruti Paragaya Namaha. Om Shrotriyaya Namaha. Om Sannyasine Namaha. Om Samabuddhaye Namaha. Om Satchidanandaya Namaha. Om Sarvahita Chintakaya Namaha. Om Satya Sankalpaya Namaha. Om Santushtaya Namaha. Om Sadhave Namaha. Om Sumanase Namaha. Om Suhrude Namaha. Om Swayam Jyotishe Namaha. Om Sthita Prajnaya Namaha. Om Shamashilaya Namaha. Om Jnana Murtaye Namaha. Om Jnana Yogine Namaha. Om Jnana Triptaya Namaha. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha. Om Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Swarupaya Namaha. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namah. Om Sri Chinmaya Sadgurave Namah. First of all, my thanks to the hosts who have hosted this today's satsang. Later on you collect. Today we are going to see the name Para-Brahmane Namah, which is the name number 59. Out of these 108 names of Gurudev, we have completed 58 as of yesterday. Today is 59 and target is 108. So, we are here today to remember one of the virtues of Pujya Gurudev Swami Chinmayanandaji, who had left his body 25 years back in San Diego. A Mahatma can leave the body anywhere, in any condition, and that doesn't make any change at all. Whether he is at the Ganga Sthala or in Shmashana or in any place, his purity, his greatness will not anyway diminish. Some people say, oh, he left it in America, not in India. It doesn't matter. The body after all. San Diego is saints die and go. That's called San Diego. And it is in a saintly place only, not anywhere else. Now, making noise. This name, Para-Brahmane Namah, and I'm sure all of you are familiar. Some of you are studying Upanishad also, I was told. The main subject matter of all Upanishads is Brahma Vidya. Brahmanaha Vidya, Brahma Vidya. The knowledge of Brahman. And in Kaivalya Upanishad also, Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishtam Sada Sadvihi Sevyamanam Nigudam Yaya Chirat Sarva Papam Vyapohya Parat Param Purusham Yadi Vidwan. The student there is asking Ashwalayana in Atharva Upanishad, Atharva Veda, to his teacher, Parameshtinam, Brahmaji himself. Now you must distinguish between Brahma and Brahman. Brahman, An, when it ends in An, like Raman, Krishnan in South India. I think in Telugu say Ramudu, Krishnudu. I use Telugu here.
Yeah.
Okay. Ramudu, Krishnudu. In Karnataka they say Brahma. In Tamil they say Raman, Krishnan. In Hindi they say Ram. Right? So Brahman is neuter. Brahma is masculine. So Brahma is the creator. He is also known as Hiranyagarbha. Whereas Brahman is not the creator, but because of whom creation is possible. It is like the light here. The current is not light. Current makes light possible. In the same way, Brahman, as conceived by the great rishis of the past, is not a being. It's not a person. It is a presence. And that is the reason why one is not able to comprehend that easily. Even though it is so close. The closest is that. But yet we are not able to recognize it. Isn't that true? It is like I often ask this question. By what do you see all these things in this world? Huh? All the forms and colors and shapes, how do you see? How do you see? Answer me. Then only I know that you are all present here. How do you see?
Through the eyes.
Have you ever seen your eyes?
No.
No. वही बात है. जिसके वजह से आप दे सकते हैं, उसे नहीं देख सकता है. Because of which you can see, you cannot see it. न चक्षुषा पश्यति, येन चक्षुंषि पश्यति. यस् श्रोत्रेण शृणोति, यस् श्रोत्रकम. By ears you can hear, but that which cannot be heard through the ears. Manasa, yen manasa na manude, yenahur mano manam. Because of which mind can think, but mind cannot think about. Because of which speech can be spoken, but speech cannot speak about it. Yattad adreshyam, agrahyam, avarnam, achakshushrotram, adapanipadam, nityam, vibhum, sarvagatam, yadbhuta yonim, paripashyanti dhiraha. Upanishad very clearly says, adreshyam, avarnam. It is not possible for one to perceive it. It has no color. Achakshusrotram, no eyes, ears. Tadapanipadam, with no hands, feet. But at the same time, nityam. Nityam, it is eternal. Vibhu, the Lord. Sarvagatam, all pervading. Susukshmam, most subtle. So you may say that these are all just descriptions. Because the rishis have no other work, they go on saying something. Not like that. Truly speaking, even in our own personal experience, if I ask you, are you there? Please note, photograph. Are you there? Yes or no?
Yes.
You have a doubt? Anybody has a doubt about their own existence? Anybody who is not here, please raise your hand. You know you are there? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Can anybody should confirm that? Batao. Should anybody confirm that you are there? Need? You need? Do you please tell me I am here?
No.
Do you have to ask anybody? How do you know that you are here? You tell me that. आपको कैसो मालूम है? कैसा मालूम है? इधर आप यहाँ हैं, बताओ. How do you know that you are here? How do you know that if you have never studied Vedanta, but studied Vedanta, that word won't come? How do you know that you are here? If you ask an ordinary person, commoner, how do you know that you are here? मैं body को देख रहा हूँ. I am seeing my body. Okay, in the utter darkness of a room where you can't see the body. Are you there? I can touch and so. Okay, you don't have a hand, sorry, the hands is tied up. Then how do you? How do you know? Your ears are plugged. You don't even hear that you are breathing. See, the point is that is the closest of all of us. Tad dure tadu antike. When you do not know, it is so far. When you know, that is the closest. Tad dure. For the people who do ajnaninam dure bhavati. Jnaninam tu antike. It is the closest. Tadantarasya sarvasya. It is the within of all of us. Tad sarvasyasya bhagyata. At the same time outside. So this is the subject matter of the Upanishads. And obviously a student who is seeking this knowledge have to go in search of a teacher who is living in solitude. Like our own Gurudev went to Swami Tapovanam looking for him and finally reached him. And who taught him very, very strictly. I will teach everything only once. No taking notes. No taking notes. Just listen the way the Upanishad teachers have taught. Those times they didn't have any paper or pencil or anything, recording equipment. Can I take a video of it? No. Nothing. Just listen what I say, grasp it in your mind and go and contemplate. Take the essence out of it. Just like when you have the yogurt, in the yogurt there is butter, right? Nowadays you don't get it here. But, let us say, what do you call that? Unpasteurized, original milk made into yogurt, curd. And inside that there is butter. Payasini gudam. Just like in the milk, there is already a butter hidden. When does it come out? Or how do you come out? Make it come out? You keep on churning and finally the butter comes out. Butter means the essence of the milk, devoid of all water, right? Dehydrated. That's why even if you put it inside the water, it will still float. In the same way, it is necessary for the student to listen carefully and go and start churning it. That's called mananam. Keep churning. Those ideas presented in the Upanishad as stated by the teacher, one goes on contemplating on that and then comes to comprehend. Oh, this is what it is. In fact, the Ayurveda says to us, when you eat a food, if you quickly eat, you eat more. You eat as slow as you can. And definitely you will eat less. You know why? Because the urge to eat will subside after some time. The hunger to eat is momentary. But before that the excitement to eat gets over, we finish the food. And therefore there is a little more longing for the food. Again more we try to add to it. But when you eat slowly, the excitement to eat goes away, and then you suddenly find that's enough. In the same way, if you see a cow, it does that. What it does? It grazes the food. It doesn't eat. Have you seen? What do they say? Oh, the cows are grazing. What does it grazing means? They don't eat too much. They take to the extent available only, and then they go back and sit down. And goes on chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing and chewing. That's why our elders, youngsters also, chewing gum. Nothing is there after some time. That's why they call each other guys. Guy. Because cow, Arey guy, how are you? Because they keep chewing. Anyway, so in the same way, the knowledge that is given to us by the teacher of the Upanishads should not be taken in a haste, not in a hurry. Take one at a time and sit and contemplate. So this is the methodology given by the Upanishads. Because it is not easily comprehensible. You cannot suddenly get it. You cannot at once get it. And the more our ignorance, more impurities we have, slower will be the process. The clarity comes only when there is purity. The mind is attentive only when the mind is not distracted, agitated, preoccupied. So that is the reason why in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna makes a lot of preparation before he gives the knowledge. And one more thing which one must understand about this Brahma Vidya is everyone is eligible for it. It does not mean Brahmanas alone. There are teachers who say only Brahmanas are eligible. They just never understood Upanishads. Never Gita says Brahmana. Yaha, whoever he be, whatever be this background. He who is qualified, meaning he who has purity of mind. Not that one has to wear a thread and then only is eligible. How can thread will make you eligible? If your mind is not for it. There are enough threaded variety people who are most vulgar, most criminal. Brahma Vidya is not only for Brahmana. It is not Brahmana Vidya. Brahman does not belong to anybody. Like sun belong to whom? Can you own it? Can you own it? Only for me, nobody else. Is it so? Even to the small worm which is crawling on the ground is equally blessed by the same sun, like anybody else. Can you say Ganges is only for me and not for anybody else? It is a human created divisions, disparities, and cost a lot. That's where Shankaracharya also, when he walked by the Ganges, when he saw a Chandala standing in front of him, he said, go away. He said, what? What? Go away? Why? In what way I am different from you? Huh? In what way I am not eligible for the knowledge? In what way I am not less wise than yourself? In what way I am less wise than yourself? Why do you think yourself wise? King Gangambani Bimbidemba Ramanao Chandala Vati Payaha Purecha Antaramasti Gancha Nagati Mritkumbayor Vambari Pratyak Vastu Ninistaranga Sahaja Ananda Avabodha Ambudo Viproyam Shopachoyam Ityabamahan Koyam Viveda Brahma. The sunlight that is falling on a Ganges water or a ditch water, does it make any difference to the sun? The space that is there, whether it's in a golden part or a mud part, does it make any difference to the space? The self, the Brahman that is in you, in me, what difference? Why do you disregard, or why do you make this division by your stupid mind? As Vipraha, a Brahmana, and Swapachaha, a Chandana. Brahman does not belong to anybody, nor it can be said as it belongs to only Brahmana. This is the greatest destruction that we have done to Hinduism. Greatest. Gurudev used to say, Hindus alone can destroy Hinduism. Nobody else need to do it. By bringing this kind of most idiotic claim. And there are people even today who will do that. Anybody who is eligible. Swami Vivekananda is not a Brahmana. Vyasa is not a Brahmana. He was born to a fisherwoman, then what do you call them? He is the one who compiled the Vedas. Himself is not. Anyway, Brahman has no such disparities. So that is the reason why Upanishads do not belong to any particular religion as such. Even Hinduism cannot claim that Upanishads belong to only Hinduism. Anybody who is seeking the truth is a student. Truth or reality does not belong to a clan, to a religion. Science belongs to any religion. Science belongs to any particular geographical area. Can any country claim we are the owner of science? Science is a method of inquiry. Similarly, Upanishad is a method of inquiry. Mimamsa it's called. Inquiry. Inquiring to the higher truth. Uttara Mimamsa. It cannot belong to any particular section of people or religion or region, geographical area, historical times. No. Even today, anybody who inquires into the truth is Upanishadic student. So this Brahma Vidya, Adihi Bhagavan Brahma Vidyam Varishta, most respectful, Sreshta. Yaya, so what is that? Who will take Sada Saddhi Sevyamana, Satpurushaihi Sevyamana. With the men of great purity in their mind, continuously respected. In the Upanishad, Mundaka Upanishad beautifully says it is like a person, a lady who is pregnant, how carefully she will take care of her womb or the child, unborn child. So should be the carefulness with which the rishis will hold that knowledge in their heart. So sacred, so careful, so lovingly, so cautiously, so awarefully. Because this knowledge is so rewarding, and therefore when they share it also, share it with great reverence, with so much of love and devotion. And we always find that great masters who have understood the nature of Brahman, who have abiding by the nature of Brahman, will have no division. They see no such disparities in the world. They are available to all. It is available to all. And it is the West which cannot even comprehend this abstractness. The Eastern masters came up with this understanding of the reality so vividly, so carefully and vividly, that it's impossible for others to even think about it. Gurudev used to say, this knowledge needs to be directly gained from a Brahmanishta. Upanishads are direct import of that knowledge. As Gurudev used to say, that Upanishads make gurus, not fake gurus. Upanishads make gurus. Those who call themselves gurus and never had even touched any Upanishads, they are, in my term, they are called roadside Romeos. No idea about the Hindu culture, no idea about Sanatana, no idea about knowledge, no idea about any of those. They claim themselves gurus, sad guru, mad guru, whatever. Nowadays, love guru, management guru, whatever guru has come. No idea about Upanishads, no idea about the highest reality. And they even condemn also our, the understanding, the knowledge, the scripture. No, we don't need the scriptures. Just breathe, that's enough. Breathing, even the prani does. Even the dog does that. Why do you need to breathe to gain knowledge? To gain the highest, you don't need to breathe. But that's what they teach, and then you will be there. Even the plant does that. Even the plant is breathing. Why human? Human alone can inquire into the highest. Durlabam trayamevaitat deva anugraha hetukam. Three are the greatest grace of the Lord. Most rare. First is Manushya. Manushyatva means mananat manushya. Thinking. If he doesn't think, he doesn't seek freedom. Does a dog or a cat or a buffalo or a bird, does it seek freedom? Yes, it seeks freedom if you tie it down. Its freedom is only at the physical level, isn't it? You tie a dog and then for a whole day, then what will it do? It will start shouting at the top of its voice, barking. Why? Get me out. Physically, it knows freedom. Whereas if you have your own teenager or anybody, give them on TV and then a pack of potatoes, whole day they will be there. They don't need any freedom. A dog cannot stay there. But what we are seeking is freedom from the mind, not freedom of the mind. So what the social freedom we are talking about, women's lib. All these are all about freedom of the mind. We want to say what we want to say. We want to work the way we want to work. We want to dress the way we want to dress or not to dress at all. Lib. This is about freedom of the mind. Whatever we want to do, we will do. Gurudev called it as whatever you feel like doing, if you do, that is animal. Animal alone has got this idea, feel like doing. We are not talking about freedom of the mind. We are seeking freedom from the mind. Mind itself is a cage. Mind itself is a limitation. So those who seek to go beyond the mind, even that possibility is there. Those who think about that very possibility are mumukshus. Manushya we are, but how many of us really seek to go beyond the mind itself? Moktumicha mumukshuta. Even this desire to be free. Then getting the right person to teach. Mahapurusha Samshaya. Therefore, the idea of the Brahman itself is the possibility of there existing something which has no particular name or a form or the color or a shape or the lineage, none of that. Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra, Durakam, Desha, Kala, Vishayadi, Vartiyat. In Vivekchudamani, Bhagavan Shankaracharya beautiful. It is beyond name, form, anything. Jati, Niti, Kula, Gotra, Durakam, Nama, Rupa, Guna, Dosha, Varjitam, Desha, Kala, Vishayadi, Vartiyat, Brahma, Tattvam, Asibhavayarmani. Brahma Tattvam Asi. That Brahman you are. which has no jati, niti, kula, gotra, nama, rupa, guna, dosha, desha, kala. Even that possibility of something which is beyond this description cannot be comprehended by the Western mind. Not possible. Whereas the Eastern saints and mystics could, at least they could comprehend, conceptualize possibility. And then started working on that. That's why it is said in the Upanishad also very clearly, Atma va are drushtavyaha. First, look at the possibility. Even though the science also, first of all, it puts an hypothesis. Let us say if this is possible. Then start working on it. If you say it is not possible, then when will you go? Is it not science always developed with an idea that there is a possibility? It's not possible today. Some 25 years or 30 years back, anybody would have imagined that we will take a plastic box like this and talk to somebody thousands of miles away. Some plastic box. Take into your area. Talk to your grandma who is in India. Is that possible? Think about it. But they said it is possible. How? We'll work it out. We'll find out how it is possible. Slowly, 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 slowly. Over so many years of research and development, then today it is possible. And so what we can think about the possibility today, unless we start working towards it over next many years, it will never be possible. Is it not true? Science works on that. With available resources and available information, there is a possibility. We can do it. In the same way, when the rishis, when they looked around and looked at the phenomenal nature, if this phenomenal nature is phenomena is there, which is cohesively functioning as though hand in glove, there must be some intelligence somewhere beyond the human comprehension. Thus they inquired, went on in their contemplation, and slowly, slowly disregarded all that is subject to within the comprehension of the mind, of the perceptual experiences. That's why Shankaracharya would say, Yad drishyam tad jadam. Anything that is perceived is matter. Such kind of the Western world cannot even think about it. How can that is perceived is jada? Parinatmakam, subject to change. Martyam, subject to death. Tasmat, heyam, leave. Yattad adreshyam, that which is incomprehensible, aparinatmakam, not changing, namrutyam gacchade amrutam, satyam, shivam, sundar. There is a possibility that there is something which is there. I mean, religion jumps to the conclusion it is God. Upanishad master won't do that. No. Don't jump to conclusions. It is something which needs to be discovered not outside you, not with the eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. It is to be known only as your own awareness. That's why the teacher, when student hastily says, I know it, you don't know it. Yadi manyase suvededi, if you think you know, Dabrameva vinonam tam vyadda brahmana rupam, you know very little. Natatra chakshur gacchadi vak gacchadi na manaha na vidmaha na vijanimaha yad etat anushishyat. Where the eyes cannot go, speech cannot go, mind cannot go, intellect cannot go. And we don't know how to explain to you. But it's there. So they leave the student to explore. It cannot be spoon-fed. Just like a math teacher will put some problems on the blackboard and show how the steps have to be and finally arrive at a solution. And put a new problem there. Now you try. The answer may not be the same. X, then the value of X will not be the same as the previous problem. Can it be? So therefore the student has to originally think. He cannot just blindly follow what the teacher has said. Or teacher solved the problem, therefore this problem is also same problem. No, it is a different problem. Why? Because the student has to work with his mind, not with the Guru's mind, with his mind. And the way he has understood the knowledge, with that he has to work. There may be some gaps. There may be some misunderstanding or in absence of clarity. You will come back to the teacher. No, I am not able to comprehend this. I am not able to understand. The teacher is happy. That means this fellow is thinking. If he come to hastily conclude, I know it. Then the teacher says, then you can go now. I don't think I can teach you anymore. Why? Because you have concluded. If the student does not come back at all, that means he is meditating. If you come back the next day, then there is a problem. If he has no doubt at all, then there is a problem. So it's interesting. So it's a long journey. Not long journey for one single lifetime. For many lives. So that is the reason why this Brahma Vidya is not something which can be merely translated into words. And somebody who reads some scriptures here and there and becomes a scholar and claims to know Brahman, stay away from such people. Nobody can know Brahman. The one who knows Brahman doesn't utter a word. He'll become quiet. Because any word will be a sacrilege. Any definition is defilement. I can only show the pointers, as Gurudev would say. The teachers can only give pointers to you. You have to see. And the student and the teacher both have to work together, journey together to make this happen. And that's the reason why the Gurukula Vasa is important. The student has to live closely with the teacher who points out the reality. No more Skyping, online class. It is true, intellectually you can understand, but not realizing it. So the way the nature of Brahman is explained in the Upanishad is so abstract. And when we try to understand without even the knowledge of the language, it's more abstract it will become. Language is written in such a way that only such a language can explain it. Nobody else can. No other language can come anywhere closer to it. But again, the language should not become a limitation. I don't know the language, therefore I don't know. That is also not right. It is not that everybody who realizes the truth must know Sanskrit. Nothing like that. Brahman does not be confined to any language, but the way it is explained, yes. If you want to understand the way it is explained, then you should know that language. Otherwise, you cannot say only Sanskrit knowing people can understand Brahman. That is also not right. Only Brahmana can understand Brahman. That is also not right. So, the Para-Brahmane, the supreme reality. So the word Para, yesterday I was explaining, Paramaya Namah, that was the previous name. Param, when you say, it is something which is most sublime and supreme at the same time. The substratum of a thing, substratum of everything, and which does not have a cause of its own, causeless, beginningless, endless in terms of time and space and object. That is what is referred as supreme. Param or Para. In the Kaivalya Upanishad, it is asked by the student, Paratparam Purusham Yati. What is that which is Paratparam? Beyond the beyond. So from the standpoint of the world, we say that which is perceived is Kshara or changing. That which makes the change possible is Akshara, Para. If I throw a stone up in the sky, it comes down. Have you ever wondered why it is coming down? We may know today because it is of the gravitational pull. Where is it exactly? Can you show me? Can you say where exactly it is located? And why? Is it created by somebody? You and I created it. When Newton also, when he saw apple coming down, he had a question. Why it should come down? Why it should not go up? Nobody else asked before that. Not that it was not happening before that. He asked and he discovered. Is it not true? So the Prakriti, which is hidden as a law of change, a law of everything, that law which is present in the nature, which makes the whole nature function, that's why it's called Prakriti, it can be known only by effect. Avyakta namni paramesha shaktihi anadya vidya trivunatmika para karyanumeya sudiyaiva maya yaya jagat sarvamidam prasuyati. Karya anumeya. Only by looking at the effect you can come to comprehend its presence. So the effect of falling down is what made him think, why should it fall down? I don't know the cause, but I see the effect. Effect is what? Down. What could be the cause? There must be something there. Isn't it? As Gurudev would say, where the effect is, cause is hidden there itself. Cannot be other far away from it. If effect is here, cause is somewhere else. That can happen only in the case of a fellow whose boss has shouted at him and he comes home and shouts at his wife. The cause is somewhere else and the effect is here. But he is the carrier of the cause, right? He carried that, that anger which was created by his boss, and he comes to show it as an effect. So, karya anumeya sudhiya. With this intellect, sudhi, sushtudhi, the refined intellect, viveka buddhya, with that discriminative intellect, he is able to comprehend the effect and understand the incomprehensible. If this law is working, there must be a law, power of law somewhere, which is sustaining it. It is like in India, if the traffic is going very, very smoothly, that means the cop is around somewhere. Police has to be there, otherwise they won't go. You know, it's interesting, this I have stated in many places. In our ashram on Sunday morning, there are people who come for the Bal Vihar. Around 400 kids, children. So obviously there will be at least 300 vehicles. And in that road, they have to drop the child, they have to go and park and then bring the child to the main building. And many of them are lazy. Lazy, or not only they want to drop the child and go. So they come there near the entrance and stop. Where the volunteers will stand there, no stopping, keep going, keep going. Who will listen to whom? If you are an Indian, we'll never listen. So every Sunday I would see from my window, oh, why do these people won't stop? I mean, it would stop, it clogs, because if once one car stops, then it clogs and then the entire area is clogged. One day, to my utmost surprise, I was looking through the window and I see everybody smoothly moving with nobody need to tell them. What could be the reason? And I saw in the opposite parking lot, there was a cop car standing there. Everybody is following. Nobody stopped anything. So I was quite happy then. So that evening, and that the whole Sunday got over and everything was done, and then evening I was going for a walk, and still the car was there. When there, nobody was there. That means you don't need a cop even, it's just a car would it'll stop. That's how the temples are. You just have the temple. Bhagavan nahi chahiye. Bhagavan, Murti bas. Even the Murti will do. I saw one video somebody had sent me. In a public place in India, they have kept a small mouse, the form of a mouse, holding the hand like this. It is a trash can. Trash can. Put a trash on. In English it is written. People had put garland on it and put a chandan and kumkum and agarbatti there. Can you believe that? That is what it is. This much blindness I can never expect anything else. Because it's a temple, to make it elegant, there was a mouse-like structure and then put a hand like this the whole year. Chandan, kumkum, agarbatti. Aarti mein dikhate hain. So, karya anumeya. Look at the effect and you would know the cause. This is what is why it's called paraha. As Bhagavan Krishna would say, I have two prakritis, para prakriti, apara prakriti. Apara is what you see. Para is you can't see. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu kammano buddhirevacha ahankaredim me binna prakriti ashtada. Apareyam idastvanyam prakritim viddhi me param. You understand, these 8 things are all called apara. Meaning low, perceivable. Bhumihi, earth, water, fire, air, space, mind, intellect, and ahankar. These are the ashtada prakriti. 8 things which you experience, all of us. Para prakriti is jiva. There he says that both are me. Apara, low. Para is the jiva. In this context, kshara, the matter, akshara, the higher, prakriti. Beyond the prakriti is Brahman. Parat param yadi purusham yadi. The Para-Brahmane, when you say parat paraha, beyond the prakriti, meaning even the prakriti can do only in the presence of Brahman. Gurudev used to say Brahman plus Prakriti equal to Ishwar. God. What we know as God is none other than Ishwaraha, the Lord, is none other than Supreme Reality plus the power called Prakriti. Now, the concept of Prakriti Maya is not in the Western set of mind, religious concept. They don't have that. They just don't have that concept. Meaning, beyond God, there is nobody. In their context, God is the ultimate. God means one who has the ultimate powers. Omniscient, omnipotent, all powerful, all knowing. But this all powerful, all knowing, omniscient, omnipresence is, according to Vedanta, is Ishwar and not Brahman. That's why I said the Brahman, the very concept itself is not there in the Western religious understanding. They only go up to God. Only what is perceived, perceivable, understandable. Just like when they talk about human, they talk about only mind. At the maximum they go to soul. They cannot go to self. For them, beyond the mind there is nothing. For us, beyond mind is nothing. You say beyond the mind nothing is what they say. We say mind itself is nothing. It itself is a happening, a phenomenon. It's not reality. Thus, when you come to study about Brahman, Gurudev used to say in many places, you need a very sophisticated thinking intellect, a very refined intellect. Then only one can understand Brahman. Not that easy. But at the same time, it doesn't mean anybody is deprived of this knowledge. Anybody who works very carefully and very diligently working with the intellect will come to comprehend the nature of Brahman, at least theoretically. And then once that possibility is understood, then the journey will begin further. So in the Shravanam, the nature of the listening is introduction to that possibility. Introduction to Brahman. Mananam is removing the doubts. Nididhyasana is viparida buddhi. That it is not possible to comprehend. That goes away. And Samadhi is when one comes to become one with that Brahman. And the one who has thus reached that sthiti of Samadhi where it has become, one has become one with that Brahman, is referred as Para-Brahmane Namah. The name that is given to Gurudev is, the one who is abiding, or one who knows, or one who has realized Brahman. That's what the word knowing and realizing. Knowing is the intellect, realizing is the experience of the aparoksha anubhuti. Apara-aksha anubhuti. Not through anything else. Oneself able to experience it. So we should get the help of the pointers of the Upanishads, of the Gurus. And slowly with the help of that proceed as like climbing a ladder with the ladder leaning on Brahman, on the wall towards Brahman. Because we are all climbing ladders, no doubt. Suddenly we find that's not where I want to go. Then what do you do? Halfway through you realize, I am in the wrong ladder. The ladder has to change first of all to the direction where we want to go. Then slowly climb towards that. And the pointers will make you go, climb one after another. So we thus propitiate, respect, adore, worship, respectfully offer our salutations to the great masters who have explained the way as much as they can to us, giving us the pointers towards that. And in that lineage of the teachers who have learnt it in a proper way, one of them is our own beloved Gurudev, without whom we would not have got introduced to this knowledge. It would be unknown to us like anybody else. So he had taken his life's mission to do that. And we are all grateful to such a master. I mean, if I look at myself, if I had not exposed myself to this knowledge, I dare not even think about it. Many times I wake up from the middle of the night out of a terrible dream as though I'm still writing some exam in the school or in some university. My God, I am a Swami, no need to write any more exam. At least I feel such relieved from the worldly things. If we had not picked up from that quagmire of worldly existence, I can't even dare think about it. I mean, I cannot claim to have deserved it, but it is the grace of the Guru who picked it up. Right? In the same way, you cannot claim that you have chosen to gain this knowledge. The grace of the Lord. Ishvara anugraha deva pumsam advaita vasana. Even the desire to know Advaita is Ishvara anugraha deva. Bhagavan's grace. So, thus we offer our salutations with gratitude to the great Master. Om sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayaha, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschid dukkhavat bhavet. Om shanti shanti shanti. Hari Om Shri